Alright, let's do this. Let's talk about the most and least accurate Jurassic World dinosaurs. So, starting off strong with Rexy, I'd actually say that Rexy is pretty accurate, especially when you consider the original model was made in the 90s. Besides the most talked about inaccuracies, such as her being shrink wrapped, so not having any muscle or fat on her build, her teeth overhanging, not having lips, and the not being able to see if you stood still, which T-Rex definitely would have been able to see you for. I'd say the T-Rex was pretty accurate. And here is one of my favourite modern depictions of T-Rex, Sue the T-Rex, and you can see she has lips. She's a little bit beefier, she's not so shrink wrapped, but again, I feel like you can still see the Jurassic T-Rex is very much a T-Rex. The Velociraptors, however, are very, very inaccurate in my opinion, but that's mostly because they were based on Deinonychus instead of Velociraptor. Actual Velociraptor would have been around half the size, it would have been covered in feathers, and it wouldn't have held its wrist like in this clawy motion, it would have been like clapping. That would have been a broken wrist, also means actual Velociraptor wouldn't have been able to open the doors. Honestly, as far as the Jurassic World Carnotaurus goes, I know it's over stylized and made a bit more dramatic, to be more of a movie monster, but I'd say it's pretty accurate. Like, you can look at the Jurassic World Carnotaurus and be like, oh, I know what that's meant to be, like, close enough. Plus, I actually really love the design, even though it's not fully accurate. JP3 Spino is, as I'm sure we all know already, many, many times over, not accurate, but an absolutely awesome design. And to be fair, it was pretty accurate for what we thought Spinosaurus would have looked like in the early 2000s when JP3 was made. Anyway, here's some absolutely beautiful art of the JP3 Spino looking more accurate and aquatic, so it has a paddle-like tail, and all four limbs are closer in proportion to what we often see in paleo art with shorter legs. But as far as what the most inaccurate dinosaur is, that has to go to Dilophosaurus in my opinion. Actual Dilophosaurus was around 3 times the size as movie Dilophosaurus, so it was actually closer in size to Carnotaurus, and there's absolutely zero evidence that it had a frill or could spit venom. I still absolutely love this design though. Okay, let me know in the comments if I missed any very accurate or very inaccurate dinosaurs in the Jurassic franchise. What is your opinion?